How do? Welcome. It's day 5 of the 8-day Mega Scotland tour, and I am having a blast. Dundee was amazing. So Dundee was day 4, Perth day 3, Paisley day 2, Glasgow day 1. But it's been absolutely phenomenal so far, and Dundee was absolutely 10 out of 10 from start to finish. What a great day I had. Video is already up, as you know, so do have a watch of that. If you're looking for a great city to go for a pub crawl in that doesn't carry the Edinburgh price tag, Dundee. Trust me on that. Believe me when I say it was phenomenal. But today, all about St Andrews. This one will be a bit pricier, I dare say, than Dundee was, but I'm okay with that because apparently it's really, really beautiful. And en route in St Andrews, I've made one stop to visit today's sponsors. So I'm in Lower Methil, between Kirkcaldy and St Andrews in the Kingdom of Fife. And I love the Kingdom of Fife. Kirkcaldy, when we did that, was amazing as well. So I'm kicking off with this. East Dock Bar, Lower Methil, and a gorgeous looking place it is as well. So this is a small town, yeah, so between Kirkcaldy and St Andrews along the coast. Literally the sea is just behind those hedges. You can hear the seagulls, I'm sure, just behind those trees over there. So I'm going to have some breakfast here. I've heard that the breakfasts here are absolutely out of this world. I'm hungry. I haven't had a Scottish breakfast since I've been up here. Let's get in and have one. Right, checking in. Breakfast ordered. Trust me, the breakfast menu. Well, obviously I've gone for everything. My first proper Scottish breakfast, so I'm very, very excited about this. But this is a great little bar. It really is a beautiful back bar space again. Pool table, fun. Restaurant bit behind that complements what they do out here perfectly well. The guys that run it are absolutely lovely, and it is definitely a perfect stop off for number 1. So I've got all sorts coming, like a tatty scone. I've never had one of them. I assume square sausage, all sorts. Show you in a minute. Before we do that, show you around East Dock Bar. What a little beauty, an absolute little beauty. Look at that up there behind there. I mean, there are some whiskies up there, aren't there? Looks pretty incredible. That fire, I could have done with that on Tuesday in Glasgow when I was getting absolutely soaked. Pool table over to this side, and if we have a wander on through this way, you will find the restaurant, which is a lovely space out here as well. And that's my breakfast I can smell already. It smells absolutely phenomenal. So what a great little place. Yeah, I'm going to get me laughing gear around this. So this, for people who don't know, because I wasn't over, is a tatty scone. Looking forward to this. This under here, that's me lawn sausage, square sausage for those who don't know. Black pudding and another type of pudding. What's my other pudding?
Haggis.
That's haggis. Oh, haggis and black pudding on a breakfast, you know. I am absolutely well away with this. Look at that. Can't wait to get this. It was a super start to the day, and now then, find myself in St Andrews. So it took me about half an hour to get up here, but we're here for the rest of the day, and I'm going to kick off at St Andrews then with this one, which is the Greyfriars Inn, and that is a Green King Belhaven pub. So I'm up here, this is so the coast and stuff just behind here, and I think sort of the rest of the city centre is around this way and down the other side. So we'll head down there in a little while, but first let's get in the Greyfriars Inn, see what they've got to say for themselves. This is a very positive start to St Andrews. So obviously Scotland's rugby, there's rugby and stuff on the screens in here, but yeah, for a quick get-go in St Andrews, couldn't really have picked a better spot to come into. Really nice looking pub, really nice staff. Going with the Belhaven Black Stout in here. Let's take it on the tour. That's what I've gone with. So you don't ever see that, or very, very, very rarely will you find that down in England, and it is actually a pretty decent stout. That, as you can see, Italy and South Africa, I believe. Not that I'm a particular authority on rugby, I'm just going by the letters. So, but yeah, nice looking place. Obviously there's going to be a lot of golf stuff around today, but this is a very nice looking place. Obviously big on their food down here as well. Food again smells pretty wicked, so you want a good recommendation from me of where to start in St Andrews, this will be it. To start with, lovely chap on the bar, and he's just told me there's one more that I should definitely go and do down this way, further away from the main drag of the city centre. So it's only a 2-minute walk, so he's even told me how to say it, which is obviously helpful because I'm really going to embarrass myself with some of the things today, I think. But we're wander down, and I will see you. Ah, there it is. It's this. This is it. Dunvegan is how you say it, apparently. So yeah, 2-minute walk from where I came down this way, from the Greyfriars to it. But to me, I remember sort of seeing this like on the way in, and I thought that was just a hotel. Apparently not. Apparently a lovely little pub as well. So Dunvegan is going to be stop number 2 for St Andrews, stop 3 of the day. One thing we're definitely not going to see today is the prices of Dundee. Dundee was very cheap yesterday. St Andrews is definitely going to be a lot higher on the price spectrum. I can see that already. But yeah, this is it's a nice. It is a hotel bar, but it's a very nice little hotel bar. Plenty of golf memorabilia all over. Much golf memorabilia, all the photos. There are some pretty cool looking ones, but it's a nice looking little hotel bar. Though. But yeah, the things are literally everywhere. The full history breakdown of everything golf is all here to feast your eyes upon. News is, again, it doesn't look like a particularly big city, so there's not going to be an awful lot of walking around this time. It's going to be pub. So take me 3 minutes to walk down a side street to get to this. This one, Molly Malone's. I've done so many pubs called Molly Malone's now. This one owned by Green King and Bellhaven again. So that looks like it is in there. So the entrance up on this side. Well, looks a nice building once again. So stop 4 of my day. Let's get in and do another Molly Malone's. Says it does a bit of live sport, live music, great crack. Feeling the price hits here already. But a very nice bar. So that lovely building I walked along the outside of to show you. It's a long, narrow, sort of basement level bar that's very nicely decked out by them. Looks pretty authentic with regards to how the Molly Malone's sort of bars normally pan out. Pool table, plenty of screens, Green King range. A decent little tap mix on. Cheating IPA is what I've gone for. Nice stuff that. And that West 4 pure lager. Tried that the other day and was quite impressed. But yeah, pool table, plenty of screens. Nice looking, long, narrow place. Beautifully decked out though. I think they've done a pretty good job again with this. There you go, Molly Malone's. I find myself zigzagging up and down some of the streets because that's the way round I'm going to try and do this, I think. So I've walked for about 2 minutes down from Molly Malone's and I come to this. This is outside it, Victoria Cafe, but it is the Old Vic. So that is what is going to be my next stop. So obviously, yeah, very old looking little building. Victoria Cafe, who knows what it was. Miss Blair's Tea Room and Garden, established 1922 in there it says. But as you can see on the A-board, look, it is called the Old Vic. So the Old Vic is my next stop. Definitely more of a restaurant-y cafe place than a bar, but it has got a bar. It's got, well, normally it's actually got 4 of them off at the moment, but it's normally got 12 cake choices, which isn't too shabby, is it? But it's alright, but it's definitely not a pub. I've got to go on with one of the dry go ones, that disco forklift I actually quite like, but as it happens, I've gone with Guinness. But yeah, more restaurant-y cafe, I say, than pub. This is it is the main kind of high street, I suppose, for St Andrews. It's very nice, cobbled street, very well-to-do shops. Someone describes it on Facebook to me as it's full of like pretentious people and posh students. I wouldn't say they're pretentious. I would say that everybody thus far, certainly working in the pubs, has been very friendly. Not too many customers sort of speaking to each other unless they're together. But aside from that, it's a completely different vibe to Dundee yesterday. Completely different vibe and a completely different price point. But there's a row of pubs along here, so a few yards up the road, and it's this. The Keys Bar, established 1858. Looks busy in there, but as you can see, St Andrews itself, pretty nice looking street and everything. This lovely old buildings, pretty well to do as we knew. But we're here for this, the Keys Bar. So 1858. The Keys was originally called Stuart's Hotel in the mid 18th century apparently. Let's get into it. It's a lovely little bar, absolutely packed. So I wonder if I'm going to face this a lot today. It's a Saturday after all, and it is it's rugby season, and you know, it's nice to see the pub thriving. This is a really nice little bar. 1858, so there's some history and everything to it. It's got a pretty decent keg mix and stuff again as well. I've gone with an icebreaker in here. Green King beer, but one of their better ones. As you can see, they are doing a rip-roaring trade so far today. Rugby on again, so coming up for about 2:30, 3 o'clock time. 2:30 in the afternoon. So busy by that time, doing good. And my icebreaker going down a treat. So nice little bar this. To dive into a stall. So that's what I've got. Icebreaker. So you've seen it before. You've seen my Green King videos. You would have seen icebreaker before. But as you would expect, they have a wonderful whiskey selection in here as well. Look at some of them. One day I'm going to come to Scotland and I'm just going to start drinking my way to the top shelf whiskies. It'll probably be a very short video and a very short day, but you know, I'll give it a go anyway. Wonderful little bar, and yeah, the ladies working there and running that, absolutely lovely. Big shout out to them. That deserves to do well. That warms my heart, that place. And yeah, one day I'm going to try drinking through those whiskies. I don't know how far I'd get. Not very, probably. Only about 200 yards down again, and it's the Central, and that is another Belhaven / Green King place. This might explain the high price points in St Andrews that Green King. That's half of the pubs so far have been owned by them, and their prices are always reasonably high. Let's say high. Central looks a nice one again. Let's get in and do it as the next stop. This one is very, very nice. It's got a lovely central bar. Just a small square with some beautiful wood it's made out of in the middle, and you can walk all the way around it, which is just very, very nice. The whole vibe of the place is lovely. Definitely the most aesthetically pleasing pub of the day so far. Nice ornate decoration on the ceiling, and the first sign of cask ale anywhere so far. Yardbird isn't actually a terrible. I actually prefer the Yardbird on a keg. But yeah, three casks. They're the first time I've seen casks today anywhere. But as you can see, the place is pretty nice looking. I love this bar. Not much space to stand back to get around it for you, but it is a very nice looking establishment. Carry on heading right round. Yeah, good looking pub. Really good looking pub. Ooh, and I've gone with a hazy day. There it is, sat there waiting for me. But yeah, very nice find, this one for sure. That is pretty much it for this street. So zigzagging through then to the next one where there's a row. Looks to be the main. I think that's the next one is the main street for pubs and bars. But it's a beautiful looking little city. Ever so busy. It is a Saturday, but yeah, you can tell people around here have got money. It's very affluent. So they're probably alright with the prices. So probably don't bat an eyelid with most of them. But definitely, yeah, compared to Dundee, prices are high. But completely different vibe. And I'm loving it. It's a really nice place. Next one is going to be this, the Criterion. Family owned bar and dining since 1874. So I wonder if it's more perhaps bistro than pub. Who knows? It looks quite nice. It's got some history and stuff up on the outside. Definition: the standard by which others are judged. Criterion. Our succession of landlords for over 200 years, Hostelry was named the Criterion in 1874. So, looks a nice little gaff. Let's get and see it. Although the food and stuff coming out of the kitchen does look really, really good, it's actually a proper pub, proper beer house as well, with plenty of cask ale and stuff on. And first new beer of the day, St Andrews Brewing Pale Ale. One from St Andrews Brewing. You might find one somewhere eventually, so pleased to have got that. It's decent as well. Look at this, that is what I've gone with. St Andrews Pale Ale, very, very nice. But look at that cask ale lineup. So yeah, I did think this one might just be a bit bistro-y, but it definitely isn't. It is definitely, if you have a look around here, it's definitely a proper pub as well as being a bistro-y type place. So yeah, the pies coming out look absolutely phenomenal, by the way. But I'm still full from my Scottish breakfast this morning. That will keep me going for the rest of the day at least. But yeah, this is lovely. Much enjoyed that. That was a very, very nice old traditional style pub. Good mix of beers, probably the best range of beers so far today. So yeah, that was a winner. And again, from the outside, I instantly judged it. Thought bistro. The food does look incredible, but that's definitely a pub, and that is definitely worth a visit. So let's head on down this street. See what? A New York taxi. I'm still in Edinburgh, right? I'm not in Edinburgh. Scotland. Where am I? This is what happens when I'm out too many days in a row. St Andrews. That's really thrown me. Anyway, onwards. this. All beaten. The position this way. So, not exactly a hidden or secret bar, because it's pretty well signposted with an arrow. So we can't call it a hidden or secret bar, but it's down here, bar and brasserie, and a bit of a cocktail bar from what I hear. So let's get down there and see if they've got a pina colada. So I haven't had one in Scotland yet. Let's see. Yeah, it's a cocktail bar. It says bar and bistro. I'd say it's a cocktail bar, and it's a very nice, very well-to-do cocktail bar. But I asked, do you do a pina colada? Straight away the man said, of course we can do a pina colada. They've also got 4 keg beers on the bar, but I've got a pina colada on the way, so we won't worry about that. The 4 beers, 7 Peaks, Kelvin, Menabrea and a Guinness on there. Nice looking place, cocktail bar. And my pina colada looks like it's crying, but that looks perfect to me. So that is the physician for you. Let's try this together, shall we? Yeah, very, very good. First pina colada on the Scotland trip. It needs to be good, and it is. The pina colada finally. Yeah, all the other cocktail bars I've done in Scotland so far, none of them had anything to do with pina colada with. So happy days. Always happy when I've had a pina colada. Right, straight over the road from where the physician is then is this one. This is Stonegate. The Rule, and it's one of their social pub and kitchen style places. So it's a very studenty area again around here, big university population. So this is definitely the brand that they aim towards the students. Social pub and kitchen. Let's get in and see The Rule. It's a mixed crowd in here actually. Some older, some obviously students sort of age, things like that. Pool table, screens galore. Exactly what you would, exactly what I expected. It's got a sort of mezzanine type floor and stuff as well to give extra seating. It's a Stonegate social pub and kitchen. Screens galore and a pool table, what you would expect. Big old place, busy. Classic sort of Stonegate tap lineup, and no cast. Despite the presence of 4, no cast on, but big old screen up there behind the bar, and as you can see, it's absolutely thriving. Doing a roaring trade. It's England and New Zealand on the rugby, so yeah, lots in here probably cheering on New Zealand, no doubt. But that is your Stonegate social pub and kitchen one. From a Stonegate past this absolutely beautiful old structure just here. There are some gorgeous old parts of St Andrews, and that is all that remains of it, obviously, but you can tell how beautiful that obviously once was. So Blackfriars Chapel, what's left of it is that. But yeah, pretty stunning looking all around here. You can see why St Andrews is so well thought of, the curb appeal and everything like that. But we're not here to sightsee, we're here for pubs. This one of which is the Brewdog. So yeah, not much I can tell you, is there? Brewdog looks reasonably small again, bigger than the Carlisle one, which was the last one I was actually in, but still reasonably small in comparison to most Brewdogs. It's top 11 of my day so far, and it's next on the list. Yeah, it's a Brewdog. They all roll into run into one after a little while. So it's a cherry pie pastry sour from Unbarred Brewery. Ooh, very taut. Yeah, actually good, very good. That made me screw my face up a little, didn't it? Yeah, it's bigger than the Carlisle one, but small compared to most, as I said. But it's a Brewdog. Staff are knowledgeable and friendly. Decent beer board, decent little can selection. Brewdog. Quite as extensive a beer board as some of them have, but you can see the colour of that I've got. Little small kitchen, just a little small Brewdog, really. Just around the corner from there, and this very unassuming, you might miss it. This is Aikman's cellar bar. But it says bar and bistro. It doesn't look very bar and bistro, but I'm told this is where all the European beers are hiding. So So absolutely lovely. What they've done with the street out here as well looks wonderful. But Aikman's will be my next stop of the day. Actually a really good beer house. 3 cask ales on. Decent little tap mix, including a shoot on the taps. What's not to like? I've actually got Sunshine on Keith. Not Leith, Keith. Spen Valley, Sunshine on Keith. And with with my imminent trip to Leith tomorrow, I figured that would be a fitting beer to try and have. But yeah, I actually like this a lot. There you are then. Sunshine on Keith, Spen Valley. Hopo. Session IPA, also a good one. But Schoof, West, and German, you know. People said I was told I would find some decent continental beers in here, and there certainly are. Good little place, actually, proper little beer house. I quite like the whole aesthetic and the way that's done, but that doesn't really fit in with the rest of St Andrews. So it's a bit of an anomaly, but it's always nice to find something a little bit different. So they've got some really decent beers on in there as well. So yeah, different vibe. But time for a brewery one. Knew there was one here. Had one of their beers earlier. Been looking forward to getting to this. St Andrews Brewing Co. So yeah, had one of their beers earlier on. Off the it was in the Kreischer or whatever it was called. Yeah, really enjoyed their pale ale earlier. Probably got some cask of their own on in this, and I've heard good things. So let's get to see it. St Andrews Brewing Co. is my 13th stop of the day. Cask of their own. Bit of a shame, but they obviously focus on their keg range, and they've got a decent keg range. So this time I've gone for an IPA of theirs called a Yippee IPA. It's a 6%er. Yeah, it's got a bit of bite to that. I like that. Nice little brewery tap. Bit of a rustic vibe to it, and a good mix of people in. So bonus for a little brewery in a little place. So they have got a really good little range of stuff. So this is what I'm on this time, the Yippee IA, and I've had that pale ale down at the pub earlier that I thought was really good. But yeah, I'm surprised they haven't got any cask ale on. Just the Thistley Cross has got a cider badge on one of those. But yeah, great little tap room, lovely little place. And see, maybe if I stick around for any more, that's obviously a Christmas special, and I do like a Christmas special. But I think they're a great little brewery. It's a great little tap room, and it is definitely somewhere again that I would say you should come down and check out. I always like finding a little brewery tap, and this is an award-winning one. So do come and see them. Yeah, a really good little brewery tap. Big fan of any kind of brewery tap normally, but yeah, their beers are good. The vibe in there is top notch. So definitely a winner again. But there's one more in the sort of the centre, just down at the end. I can see it already. Just go through the old stone gate and do that, and then we're going to jump in a cab. I think I've got 2 opposite sides, but there are 2 further out that I don't really fancy the walk to in the cold. So do this, jump in a cab to one, jump in a cab from there to the other, and then we've pretty much seen St Andrews. But anyway, on to this. So this one I've heard a lot about, the way Pat. I can't say Pat without thinking of Frank Butcher. Like, Pat, look, you've done to me, Pat. She's coming back to EastEnders on Christmas Day, apparently, even though she's been dead for 10 years or so. I'm interested to see what they do with that. Anyway, the way Pat, another Belhaven place, but I've heard very good things. So it's literally, you've come through this stone gate, which is very beautiful, you'll get to the way Pat. An interesting fact on the outside for you. Somewhere near this site as early as the 12th century, enterprising local was serving up gruel to pilgrims as they entered the West Port. The pat, from which the pub takes its name, was the pot they served it from. There you go. Current building dates from 1902. There's been a hostelry here since 1580. Wowzers. We've got some good cask ale, including Jarl under there. So yeah, no prize for guessing what I'm going for. A bit of that. Indeed, dive in with the Jarl. Fine ales make some really fine ales, and this is probably the finest of the fine ales. Jarl. It's an absolute winner. This. So yeah, it's Green King owned, but it's a beautiful pub. And again, it was talked up to me as being a really good pub, and they're right. It is. Good bunch of locals, good staff, winner. Dartboard up there, so there are screens absolutely everywhere, including above my head. It's actually a pretty good pub again. That's the thing with what I have seen today of the Belhaven Green King pubs, is that they are actually of a decent standard. And the fact they've got Jarl on in here massively impresses me. Big room up to the back with another screen, some comfy sofas and stuff, and more space. Yeah, decent place. Good pub, a really good pub. Let's jump in a cab then and head out to the first of these two on the outskirts, shall we? This though, this just reminds me of like mini York. Absolutely love things like that. Absolutely love things like that. Hi, number one of the two down on the outskirts to do is called the New Inn. It was described to me earlier, something that I should definitely come and see because it is a proper pub. So, hey, you know me, I'm always up for a proper pub. So let's go and see what the New Inn has to offer inside. It's a nice looking little place on a residentially street down the bottom of the city centre. Decent vote, does. I think that's right, it does feel like a proper pub. Doing a bit of food, it's got a decent tap mix, you can watch the sport, it's dog friendly. Proper pub. Actually this feels more pub-like, pub-like than some of the, you get what I mean, than some of the ones I've been in today. Tap mix, Ossian, Seven Peaks, stuff like that on. Not a bad looking pub at all. So people watching the sport and stuff down there, dog friendly. Not a shabby scene at all, to be fair. For the final stop of the night there, stand out of the way of that light. Final stop of the night, up at the Old Course Hotel. Obviously, this is where all the golfers stay. It's all the magic happens and stuff like that. It's such a well-to-do hotel. It's beautiful. But there's a pub on the grounds, so couldn't not do the pub, could we? Is the Jigger Inn, and it is there in the corner. So this is the Old Course Hotel. Believe me, this is just one tiny bit. I think that's the pro shop, and the hotel goes all the way around there. It's absolutely humongous. But we are here for this, the Jigger Inn. Let's get in. Let's get this ticked off and done for St Andrews. One off the night for me. Come on, a Guinness. Nice little place, very well to do. Very expensive, £4.10 for half a Guinness. Kind of what you'd expect at a place like this, but nice little bar. One cask ale, which is their own. It's a Belhaven called Jigger Pale, so it's obviously just a rebadge for them. That's your bar. Golfing hats. So the Guinness, pretty good. So swig it up. I was dead happy. So that's the Jigger Inn for you. Pricey. £4.10 for half a Guinness. I paid £3.80 for a Jack Daniels and Diet Coke at the end of Dundee last night, so I know which drink and which price suits me better, and probably most of you. So it is what it is. It's attached to a very special hotel for all the golfing activities that go on in St Andrews. So I get it, I understand where it comes from, but it's not necessarily my thing. So that was St Andrews. Have I enjoyed it? Yes. Have I been to a few good pubs? Yes. Have I met some good people? Yes. It's definitely a very lovely place to come and see. So if that's what you want, if you want that kind of crawl, this is definitely a good one to come and do. But that's day 5 of Scotland in the bag. I'll see you tomorrow in Leith, where I'll be singing Proclaimers songs all day, I'm sure, and having a good day. See you in Leith. Thanks for watching.